Welcome everyone to the NBA playoffs, and good afternoon from Milwaukee, where the Bucks bring the league's best record into the postseason.
Shooting the three ball consistently and relying on your defense. But let's be real, Kevin. Jimmy Butler will have to be special in this series at both ends for the Heat to have a chance.
And with Giannis a screen. And a rebound by Bam Adebayo. As I said, 17 the other night. Court length, Butler, he'll convert at the other end.
And for that to happen, they're going to have a healthy Chris Middleton throughout these playoffs.
Here is Butler. He too had 31 on Friday against the Chicago Bulls in the first two shots for Jimmy Butler. Giannis, corner, Portis, three. Rebound, Butler. Here come the Heat, 44 and 38. Road record of 17 and 24. Inside, Butler got it, count it, foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Jimmy Butler, fresh off that 31-point performance, wheeling his Heat over the Bulls.
Averaged 23 points on the season, 54%.
Lowry remains in. Kevin Love is in for the first time for Miami. Butler on top.
What a pass.
Sneaks one off to Lowry, who dives for two, and a great assist from Butler.
Yeah, he's ginger running back, too. Look, he can't even put pressure on that.
It's Butler into Matthews.
It kind of looks like his tailbone, right? Jimmy Butler continues to be solid here for Miami.
In some ways not, but he said he's been the real steadiness for us. As
they were running him at point guard. And the next year, at the small forward. And this year, at power forward. As Jimmy Butler again gets ahead and in back of that Milwaukee defense.
Butler has 12 points. Another good pass by Lowry's first shot. Under 3 to go with Butler using the other side. He's got 12 to lead all scorers so far. 33-year-old Jimmy Butler, who played at Marquette here in Milwaukee, and a 15-footer is pure.
That's exactly what Milwaukee has done this season.
Gabe Vincent is back in there. He'll take it against Holiday. Hard screen, Love. Slashing inside is Jimmy Butler. Milwaukee is +6 with Giannis out. Points off turnover, 7-0 Bucks. Cross court, it's Love, 3, Crowder defends.
The bell.
It's Middleton, another turnover. Picked up by Hero. Look who's wide open at the other end. Butler puts it through, and Holiday's got 4. Butler had 14 in the first quarter, has 4 here in the second. Driving by Holiday, and with ease, he's getting everything he wants. And he was analyzing Butler's game. He's a finalist for the inaugural Clutch Player of the Year award. That's a 3.
Kevin Love. The Bucks back in that zone. 1-2-2 or 3-2. They'll be much dangerous without Giannis in this building.
Vincent with a 3, and he averages 14 a game. Good entry feed. Butler, but Lopez is always there. That time he snuck around. Final 7 seconds. Jimmy Butler with 22 drives into Allen and over Lopez.
He is good.
Miami in the playoffs for the 4th consecutive year. Lopez off on the 3. Butler the court length after the rebound, and Adebayo is there. He'll flush it down. 11 and 8 without Giannis this year.
Yeah, they're used to not having former MVP on the floor here.
Butler with the reverse. And here comes Butler. Bumping and grinding and out. Double by Lopez. Primarily on him. Allen. A shot by Bam will trickle in. Foul. Count it. He'll go to the line. It's Martin with it. And the defense of Wesley Matthews on him. Ingles is watching Butler. Butler with 26. Love. 3. Good. And a nest of defenders awaits. Lowry. Deflected, but picked up by Jimmy Butler. By Jake Crowder. Flies inside. What a play. Jimmy Butler.
He is winded, right?
Yep.
Minute 28 left in this third. If you're supposed to, you got to try to find a way to get it.
And Butler will have it. He'll work on Wesley Matthews. Outside, Love. A 3 from Kevin Love.
Middleton and Holiday, who's on the bench.
Miami shooting 60%. Give and go. Vincent. Butler fouled. Count it. Send him to the stripe.
Little give and go action down low. Vincent
His
rolls
13th career playoff 30-point game for Miami is terrific. And here is this good free throw shooting team Miami, but not tonight.
Right, 83% on the season.
With the Butler rebound. So Butler's got 5 rebounds, 33 points, 10 assists, and a floater on the fly here for 2 more and 35 for Jimmy Butler in game 2 of our triple header. On day 2 of the NBA playoffs. Butler through traffic, lost the ball. Vacuumed in the corner. It's a 3 put in by Vincent. Statistician Brian Taylor, graphics producer Jeff Harris, and special thanks to Steffi Leon and Danielle Karn.
Welcome to the Cream City, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where tonight the fans in the Deer District are fired up here at the Fiserv Forum for the Heat and the Bucks. What jumps out at you?
Well, for me, it's that the Bucks decide to go big.
Portis with that 21-point game in game 1. Heat get the rebound, Butler to the basket, and he lays it up and in.
In traffic, he's got great strength at that lead guard position.
Butler, baseline, mid-range, count it. Jimmy Butler was the first player. Holiday picked up the foul. Pick and roll, Lowry with love, feeds it back to him. Thought about it, baseline. Jimmy Butler, and he lays it in.
He's in the NBA. He's physical at the point of attack, crafty, and can do it all in the paint.
Jimmy Butler knocks down the 3. Here's Butler guarded by Lopez. Mismatch. Takes him off the dribble, gets to the hole, got him in the air, off the window, softly end in, plus the foul. Play off Jimmy.
Yeah, that nobody better with the pump fake.
Averaged 23 a game during the regular season. Gets the free throw at the line. Lopez picked up the foul. He's got 3 career playoff triple doubles. And the second one goes.
Which is an impressive feat. Yet they were literally last in offensive rating room for error. And tonight is a perfect example of what Reggie was talking about. And Jokic, so there are some great players, but Giannis is a different kind of animal.
Vincent.
And making shots. That's what they've got to do, and they've gotten off to a solid start here. And I would not be surprised to see a timeout if they can score on this possession.
Now Butler drives, spins, and the easy layup for Jimmy Butler.
And ends up paying the price.
Lopez with 21 on 10 of 15 shooting. Here's Robinson. Started tonight for the first time in his career in a playoff game. Jimmy Butler trying to find himself starting tonight. Here's Butler. Inside. Adebayo. Right now, Crowder having a conversation with referee Trey Maddox.
Of what your guys have been able to do through the first 32 minutes.
Inside, a whistle, and a basket for Butler.
And the fans don't like it, but that was a really smart play by
138-122 the final. Series is now tied at 1 game apiece as it shifts to Miami for game 3 on Saturday. What a performance by the Bucks.
The venue shifting to Miami and the recently renamed venue Kaseya Center. The Heat home to Atlanta in the play-in tournament ended up beating the Bulls in the second game of the play-in, so they're the 8th seed. Winner of this series will face the winner of Cleveland, New York. Lopez misses, and to your point, Holiday with a great chance to make an All-NBA team. Here's Butler in transition. Holiday pulls the chair out, didn't fool Butler. He gets 7-2 start. Butler takes it away. 2-on-1, got caught in the air, but hits Strus, soaring to the cup and flushing it. And Milwaukee at 25 threes in game 2, matching an NBA playoff record. after going 11 for 45 in game 1. Love drills the triple. Butler into the paint and missed the shot over Lopez, but tracks down the offensive rebound. Little jab step, then a three. It's good for Butler. Back-to-back threes by Miami.
And that's a great sign for Miami. They need to shoot the ball well. You know who the Bucks are.
Kumbo because of that low back contusion. Butler with a shot clock at 5. And Milwaukee left him. Holiday and Lopez had some confusion, miscommunication, and the easy dunk for Butler. He had 22 points and 6 threes. Butler spinning, shooting, hitting against Holiday. Jimmy Butler with 9. Thought about the triple with Portis backing off. Butler not a great three-point shooter, but always better in the playoffs than he is in the regular season, and right on cue.
That Jimmy Butler pump fake is on the scouting report. You talk about it in the next year, and it's like you watch guys go from averaging 8 to 10 to 15 to 17. That's when you're like, oh, it's like having an extension of a coach on the floor.
Bam lost it, regathers. Miami on a 9-0 run right now. Here's Butler again, hits again. Butler's got 17 in the opening quarter.
To not only get your rest, but also to avoid the possibility of injury.
Jimmy Butler, 17 first quarter points. Nothing here in the second quarter, but he gets that one. Circus shot off the window.
Connaughton gets a DNP in game 1, comes out, balls in game 2, and in here, already making an impact in game 3.
First points of this game, 22 with 6 threes in game 2. In the paint, Butler, 3-second difference in the clocks. Vincent, nice cut. Butler underneath. Lopez was right there. Out to Love for 3. Hit it!
He's been outstanding as a starter here for these Milwaukee Bucks.
Here's Butler, 3 for 3 from deep on the day. Pull-up jumper on the baseline is good. Butler so efficient in the playoffs, as always. Was missed in his playoff career. Holiday's 3 no good, and rebound by Martin. Martin with a step through and underneath to Butler, who's got 25 now lead. Mike Budenholzer told us that Giannis is making progress, continues to say he's doing everything he can to make himself available, and that it's a collaborative decision between, obviously, as Butler hits a 3, Giannis, the coaching staff.
Into consideration what everyone else is saying. And you also have to respect great basketball players' basketball IQ.
Butler drives, a finish with the left hand. 30-point game for Jimmy Butler, his second of the series already.
But Jimmy Butler's hobbled right now. He is not moving well.
Off to the Heat locker room.
Yeah, we saw it was back-to-back plays.
We'll see about Jimmy Butler, too. He's still hobbling. He didn't have to go back into the game, but Roz was told that he could have.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs, and good evening from Miami, where the 8th seed leads the 1 seed, the team with the best record in the NBA.
He prides himself on his work ethic and his toughness. He's been arguably the best player early on in these playoffs. He'll have to be special once again for Miami.
Giannis. Reggie, interestingly enough, each game in this series, it's out to Love. He has been a wonderful addition to the team, and they got him in February. A wide-open triple of the Bucks has been staggering, and Miami's offense has been on fire, and Butler has it right here with a 15-footer over Holiday.
We'll talk about on fire, right? How good has Jimmy Butler been in this series?
Side, tried to hatchet up a shot, lost it, and Butler the other way. Butler had to 17 in the first quarter in game 3, and it was huge. A screen by Love, a drive by Jimmy Butler. He'll cleave it in.
Not only the drive, but the finish over Giannis. I mean, he's given up.
Now 10 of 20, 50% three-point shooting against Miami. Here's a long shot and a 3 by Butler.
Man, he has been absolutely.
Did not score well game 3. He did in their win. Highsmith on the perimeter. Love lasers one in. Butler is there, but so is Giannis. He'll curl around and put it in. Over Highsmith. It's Giannis with the miss. Love with the rebound. The outlet goes to Gabe Vincent. In stride is Butler. Puts on the brakes and a 14-footer. Jimmy Butler is on him. Maddox. Lowry now playing the point. Vincent is resting. Butler with the ball. 5 of 5, Jimmy Butler so far. Boy, his first quarters have been dynamic. At the line, he cannot miss. 6 of 6. As Joe Ingles picks up his first at the line because it was a tee, and Reggie called it correctly. The take, it's
Shooting the basketball from deep.
Lowry 15 points last game after a combined 7 the first 2. A second block right there for Lopez. Picked up Butler. 3. Good! Jimmy Butler's a machine. Collected by Caleb Martin. Hands off to Robinson, who's the #1 3-point shooter so far in these playoffs. Butler around Ingles. Up and down! Up and down! How did he pull that out of his bag of tricks?
Jimmy, look how long he's taken to shoot a free throw. About ready to have 20. Jimmy Butler in the Heat were surging.
Butler will maneuver. That by out of the Kumbos defense. Shot clock at 9. Butler. He is having a first quarter for the ages. With 3 minutes left in their second play-in game. And now here they are in a position against the team gotten here.
Well, what did Coach Spoelstra tell us? We've kind of been in playoff mode for about 6 weeks.
Middleton tried to take it in, knocked away, stolen. Vincent jarred it free. Strus will take it the other way. Butler goes up against Allen. Butler 2 in the second, 22 in the first, and laces one through right there. Drifted into the camera area. Giannis picks up his third. Vincent for the leaping Butler. And Holiday is right there. Good defender is Holiday. Faking his Butler. Gets it up and in. Adebayo with Holiday in his pesky defense there. 7 to play in the third. Across the lane, it's Butler and Lopez right on him. With a whistle, counted foul. Shot by Middleton, which we thought was a 3. They ruled it on the floor, too. They looked at it. It was a 3 by Chris.
I mean, he just lives for competition, and he said basically anything that has meaning. It could be a 5-hour game of Uno.
At the free throw line is Jimmy Butler.
Take the ball off the dribble.
15-point lead is the biggest tonight for the Bucks, who have never trailed. Coaching him into the play here in the third, Jimmy Butler. Mid-range shot. Butler and Middleton. Butler with 35. Sizing him up. Begins the acceleration. He gets on the doorstep for 2 more. 37. Rebound chased and saved by Lopez and intercepted by Robinson. Lowry to Butler, and Butler pulls up over Holiday. 39. Martin thinking 3. Robinson is there. Middleton's on him. Butler with the ball. Shot clock at 9. Middleton with Butler driving right into him. Count it. Foul.
And look at that look right there by Jimmy Butler. It doesn't matter who's guarding him tonight.
Where he is 7 of 9 tonight. It's loose. The lead, Jimmy Butler.
And Giannis was trying to call timeout, but Kyle Lowry to Jimmy Butler, 44 big ones, and it's the Heat. Now you can play isolation basketball the last 3 minutes.
They'll take it in, out to Martin, fakes it, now fires, got it!
Yes, he's had moments like this in the playoffs. But Jimmy Butler certainly is at the top of everyone's list.
To tie.
You've got a guard rotating over to him. He doesn't even feel him.
46 points for Jimmy Butler. Sets up a 3. Good!
Why not? Why not, Jimmy Butler?
Butler's got 49 points. Butler. Long shot. Good! and leading the series 3-1. And only 13 teams in playoff history have come back from that kind of deficit. But this is an 8. It's been as great a playoff performance as we have seen individually by Butler. Trailing 2 games to 1 to the 8th seed, who picked up his second with 8.4 and a 4-point lead. 5-point game. Antetokounmpo lost the ball. It's loose. Miami's going to win it. Miami has won it and goes up 3 games to 1. And the #1 seed is on the brink of elimination.
It's not easy. They got some hellified defenders that are making me work for every basket. But I got some hellified teammates that tell me to keep going, keep being aggressive, keep attacking. It feels good to be the Miami Heat right now.
With the 4th most individual points in playoff game history, Jordan 63, Baylor 61, Donovan Mitchell 57, Butler 56.
Tonight is a must-win in Milwaukee. Game 5 as the first round of the NBA playoffs is presented by NerdWallet. The Miami Heat back in the Cream City to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. With the insertion of Kevin Love, but Jimmy Butler, you know, what can he do for an encore? And what can the Bucks do to try to slow down that guy is the biggest question here tonight. Grayson now with 13 threes here in this series. That is tied for the most with Duncan Robinson. And Kevin Love knocks down the triple try.
Warm-ups, asked him how he felt. He said, doesn't matter.
It's the playoffs, right?
I said, no. Absolutely not.
Well, he started that possession, West did, defending him, but they switched off, and Jimmy Butler converts on the late.
Brooke have got to pick up the slack offensively.
I like the fact with Wesley and Drew playing together, especially defensively here in the backcourt. Grayson trying to chase around that string, and Max Cruz. Bobby quickly finds Grayson Allen, but Jimmy Butler blocks the three-point attempt and takes it the other way.
Grayson taking just a little too much time to get that off in today's NBA like he used to.
And back-to-back. A block and a turnover on back-to-back possessions. And Jimmy Butler, with some of these bench players. Caleb Martin for this series, he's in right now, plus 75 right now in this series. And those are the kind of shots that we've seen Jimmy Butler make time and time again in this series. 17 points for Chris in the first.
As much as he possibly could, which would put him at disadvantageous angles defensively.
1 for 4 just from the foul line for Jimmy. One more with time with Larry Brown in 5th place, but we got numbers coming. Here comes Butler. He gives it up, tries to, and Bam intercepts. Jimmy Butler has leaked out time and time again here in this series, and they surpassed it in the first half. Gabe Vincent, corner try.
Fellas didn't look comfortable at all on that first shot, you know, after halftime, but that's okay. We'll be out there a lot more meaningful minutes after this.
Strain that's kind of made him pop up on the injury report. And at this point, no one's paying 100%, right? Any of these players. Jimmy Butler for 3. I mean, you just watch this series. If you dropped him from Mars, you would think that he was, you know, a proficient. Gabe Vincent too strong with second opportunities. Have killed the Bucks here. Miami has kind of paid it off in that category. And Butler once again, he's got 5 points in the last 2 possessions, and Mike Budenholzer has seen enough.
Baseline with seemingly no place to go. Fortunately, he's got those long arms.
Jimmy Butler, and 18 points for Brook Lopez, and the Bucks run now about a 23-8 run in the third quarter. And one answer from Jimmy Butler.
Well, it's such a luxury to have your 7-footer get himself to the free throw line. We'll talk about targeting who you want to guard Jimmy Butler in that.
Drew now defending Jimmy. Gets that screen to free him up just enough to hit the elbow jumper.
Attempt by Wes Matthews. Great defense by Strus.
A cutting Jimmy Butler backside. And he's got another 30-point game.
He found Wes, and Wes hits a huge shot.
Drew trailing a cutting Jimmy Butler, now 32 points.
The first try, passed on it, came back to it, and just shot it off the heel of the backboard.
Butler, the last 6, make it the last 8 for Miami.
He has come alive, and they are feeding him. Drew and Butler having some words.
It's the second personal on Brook Lopez, who is on the backside of that defense.
Good quick sweep through and release. No whistle.
3-point edge. This is to tie it. And we're tied at 111. With 2.1, the Bucks with a 2-point edge. It's Vincent taking it out. He goes for the lob play to Butler, who tosses it up and ties it at 118. A desperation heave to tie it at 118, and we have extra basketball to play. Shoot. Drew defending Butler. Spins away from him for 2. He's got 42 points.
That's a big-time shot. Drew played that as well as you could play it. He had a blanket on him. Butler able to separate and knock down a beautiful mid-range jumper.
Drew trailing by 2. Final few seconds. Giannis over to Chris Middleton. Takes it inside. Grayson Allen. Pump fake inside the lane. Miami has its upset.